Hey everyone, it's T, and for today's video we are talking about the new Legend of Korra and ColourPop collection. Get into this packaging, y'all. Oh my god. Just to preface, I also have the Avatar The Last Airbender ColourPop collection, and it is one of my favorite collections ever. It is so cool seeing these two palettes side by side and seeing how well the packaging works together, but it still has its own spin on it. Obviously, my Avatar palette is very well loved, but enough about that because we're here to talk about Korra. Just to go over what's in the Legend of Korra and ColourPop collection, there is one Legend of Korra shadow palette, 4 liquid chrome shadows, 2 Fresh Kiss lip creams, 2 graphics ink liners, and 1 Mega Super Shock highlighter. I don't even think I need to really dive in on how well done this palette is. You can totally see all 4 elements, and you can see the Legend of Korra, like how it's more industrial with like the Future Industry shade and the Pro Bender shade. This palette opens up like a storybook, just like the first collection, and it has a range of vivid hues inspired by your favorite Legend of Korra characters and the 4 elemental bending art. It features matte, metallic, matte sparkle, and super shock finishes. And like I was talking about before, this Future Industry shade is a very pretty tie-dye shade. But before I get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to this shop right here. This is where I got my Katara inspired earrings. I also got these super cute Kyoshi inspired earrings. I just wore them for St. Patrick's Day. I had to wait 3 drops before I finally got those. That's how badly these are wanted by everyone. I think every Avatar fan should have them. There's some other Avatar inspired earrings by her shop on the screen. You should totally get some if you're a super fan and you're supporting small businesses at the same time. Today I'm going to be recreating looks inspired by my 2 favorite elements, fire and water. The reason why I also think fire and water are great 2 looks for this video is because the fresh lip creme and the graphics ink liners seem more water and fire based. I just think it's easier to use a product from each part of the collection that way. So let's get to it. So the first shade I'm going to be taking is the shade Change, which is a matte deep navy blue shade with a flat brush, and I'm just going to start mapping out a V shape on the outer corner of my eye. It's a little messier on my right eye, but we're just gently doing some patting and swiping motions, alternating between the 2 of them just on our outer corner to create this pretty V shape. Okay, now we're already diving into the fun part. I am taking the water inspired multi-chrome shadow, and this is new technology from ColourPop, y'all. Like, this is their first ever multi-chrome liquid shadow. Who doesn't love a multi-chrome? Multi-chromes are some of the most fun things ever. So just to go over what it is a high impact liquid eyeshadow packed with color shifting ultra reflective pearls for an ethereal effect. And with just one swipe, it delivers a multi-dimensional chrome effect that shifts with every angle of light. Like, y'all can already see this and I'm not even done putting it on. And I'm just filling in the inner triangle shape and covering up the mishap that I had earlier. And then you can take your finger or a brush, but you need to work fast, especially with liquid shadows before they dry. And then you just blend out just a little bit of where you want to go. This specific water multi-chrome is a blue, teal, violet flip. I love how you can see every single color as I'm moving. Oh my god, I just love multi-chromes so much. While it's drying, I like to have my head tilted up like this just so that my crease doesn't cause creasing. But I like to just have my eyes more flat and let the shadow dry down for a little bit. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Water Bending, which is a true blue sky with silvery pinpoints with a dense rounded flat brush. I'm just going to pack that in on my inner corner. I went ahead and repeated all the same steps, and then I want to have maximum shimmer, so I am taking the shade Rebel Spirit with my finger. This is a silvery light blue and a super shock finish, so I think it'll blend into the multi-chrome beautifully. Now that I have my shadow on, I'm taking the Korrasami Graphics Ink Liner, which is a beautiful denim blue shade, to draw my wing. I think it goes with the blues of this collection so well, so I'm just going to start having my wing follow the V shape that I created earlier. And just because I'm feeling fancy with it, I'm gonna get a little graphic liner going on and have an arch follow from this part of my eye and do the same thing out here. And now I'm going to be taking the shade Air, which is a bright metallic white, and I'm putting that on my brow bone as well as my inner corner. Now I'm taking the Fresh Kiss lip creme in the shade Loyal Friend. It is inspired by Naga, and this shade is a soft, warm nude. And of course, last but not least, we have the Spirit Wild inspired highlighter, this beautiful tie-dye highlight. Place it right on my cheekbone. Although this is a rainbow tie-dye highlight, the finish is a warm golden pinky champagne shade. Super, super pretty, super wearable. We'll be wearing the same highlight when we do our fire inspired look. Just to go over this look again, we used the shades Change, Air, Waterbending, and Rebel Spirit along with the Water Multichrome, and then we used the Loyal Friend Lip Creme as well as the Korrasami Graphics Ink Liner. I'm like really picky about my blues and what blues I wear for my eyeshadow, but these blues are definitely on the more wearable side, y'all. Like, I'm not just saying that, I'm super picky about my blues. I also really love the blues in the Avatar: The Last Airbender palette as well, so I'm just happy that both of these collections have blues that I love. So with that being said, this is the final look for our water inspired look. This is definitely one of my favorite blue looks that I've done. Like I was saying, I think my favorite product in it is the Multichrome Liquid Shadows because I love how it flips from purple to blue to teal, and it just matches my earrings so well. Now let's move on to the fire look. So the first shade we're going to be taking for our fire inspired look is Firebending. This is a matte bright red shade, and we're taking an angled brush and we're just starting to draw that same V shape that we did in our waterbending look. And now we're just doing the top line. This is one of my favorite shapes to do on my eyes because it's so easy. And then we just go ahead and fill it in. I already feel so much like Azula wearing this look. Oh my gosh. Now I'm gonna take Harmony, which is a metallic cranberry shade, and I'm just using my finger and I'm just gonna go right in the middle here. This will act as a nice transition into the duochrome I want to use. Now I'm taking the Fire Multichrome, and this is a bright copper with a gold and green flip, and I'm just gonna put this on the inner corner of my eye and blend that into the metallic I just put down. And I'm just taking that matte red shade again and going across the top of where I set down the multichrome, have a better blend out into my skin. And now using the Heart to Heart liner, this is a deep warm burgundy. I'm just going to draw a quick wing on the outside following my shadow shape. I also ended up adding some in my inner corner and above my crease. Now I'm adding the Pabu inspired lip creme. This is a deep wine red shade. I think it's really pretty. Wow, this is the most Asami shade I have ever seen. If this doesn't scream Asami to you, I don't know what you're doing. And this is the fire inspired look. I wasn't too sure when I started this one, but I actually love it. I love reds. They bring out my eyes so well. I almost did earth because I think the greens in this palette are so beautiful, but then I was like, no, I need to use the Pabu inspired lip and I need to use the Asami inspired eyeliner. And just to continue to go over this look, we also used the palette. We used the shades Firebending and Harmony, as well as the Fire Multichrome shadow. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more from me, make sure to hit subscribe and the bell notification if you want to be the first to see my videos. Are you planning on getting this collection? What do you think of the multichromes? Do you want to see more from me? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.